ought to keep their words to God. We made promise to him, and did you not know, as the Sunday school lesson say, he's faithful? He's all-knowing, and you ought to trust him. And God has overshadowed us with support during our trying time. While we were praying, God had somebody already getting ready to give you a word to help you to get out of it. And so I want to look at this text, and I promise I won't be able to stay here long because I know some of you might ain't here yet. But let me tell you something. Have you ever made a promise to God? Have you ever said anything to God? Lord, if you let me get out of this apartment and get my own house. Lord, you give me a car, I go to church. Okay, Lord, you bless me with a job, I give my tax. Where y'all at? Lord, if you let me get a promotion, I do this, I do that. And just as soon as the Lord does what you've been asking him to do, we act like we don't remember. But the text says that David, he reflects back on the goodness of God. And he rededicates himself to the service of God. Get this. I say he reflects. He looked back over his life. He started thinking of the things that God has done. And at that moment, he rededicates himself to the service of God. Not just say, I came down to the altar and I want to rededicate my life. No, he began to be more faithful. This song, David sings about the abundance of blessings that he had received from God. And he invites every man and woman to think of the reason why you ought to keep your vows to God. First, David challenged, man, listen, come and see. You missed it. The goodness of God in verse 5. You ought to look at it. I don't have time. He lists some of the mighty works of God, and he talks about God dried up the Red Sea. Is there anybody here? God has dried up some stuff, changed some stuff. Oh, y'all ain't got to say nothing. Help me, Holy Ghost. God has the power to change every situation. David said he watched over the nation. He holds our soul in the palm of his hand. And David said, God directs every one of our moves. And even when we find ourselves in direst temptation, the Bible says, count it all joy. Is there anybody here has some hardships in your life? Fire on every side. And God came and delivered you out of your trouble. David says he's a mighty God and he's worthy of worship. He's worthy of praise. And I wonder if there anybody here can say, I love to praise him. Y'all ain't talking in here. Did you wake up this morning with a praise on your lips? Or did you wake up this morning start complaining? I don't have this and I don't have that. But you ought to thank God. Look at somebody who's living with you. Say, you ought to thank God for every morning he wakes you up. You ought to thank God for every morning that he starts you on your way. You ought to thank God for life, health, and strength. Don't say pride on me, but if there anybody here, to be seen, if there anybody here, say, I thank God for waking me up early this morning. Is there anybody here, say, I got blood running over in my veins. I can't help but say thank you for being good. Thank you for making a way. Thank you for one more day. Let me ask you a question. Love me. Make the rain. Love me. Close your paper and it will close your fire. Open your mouth and you let me say yes. Yes, Lord. Yes. You will. Yes. David, who had experienced some difficulty in his life. He had been with another man's wife by the name of Bathsheba. He had sinned against God, but David said, I thank God. I thank God for forgiving me. Y'all sitting there like they ain't done nothing, but can you remember when you were in your midst? David made a promise to God. David, he believed God. David, he saw God work. And Hannah, she made a vow to the Lord. If you bless me with a child, I'll give him back to you. And some of us have made promises to God. You put me in position. I serve you, and we're going back on our word. But I want to wake you up to remember the vow you made to God. And since you made it, you better keep your vow. Do I have a witness in churches? God, we made a promise, Lord, that when you came in and walked out of the door of his house, you ought to make sure you tell everybody about our God who gave his only son, who died on the cross. All I know, that's not all the story. They live in December. You prove it red. I've been long. Got help out of the road. And one day, I heard the story about a guy born. I accepted him as my Lord and Savior. And I said, Lord, you make the way for me. I said, and I'm trying to tell you, I won't go back. I won't fade. I'll stay on the battlefield. All the ride. The wind and the world won't be out. Here's what they said. I made a vow. Made a vow. I made a vow to the Lord. Made a vow to the Lord. Lord help me. Lord help me. Vow. I made a vow to the Lord. Vow to the Lord. I made a vow to the Lord. your vow to God. Maybe you ain't been there, but tell the truth. God, you help me. I promise you. Yes. I will serve you. Yes. Everybody say I ain't gonna cheat no more. Yes, man. You see you got quiet right there. Yes. Maybe you don't remember when you cheated. Anybody say, God, you get me out of this particular situation. Okay, anybody been to the doctor? And you said, forward up to God, Lord, I pray. You don't see nothing. Anybody here? Yeah. All right. Anybody ever said, Lord, I'll be honest with you. I'll be faithful to the word. And everything's keep coming up. You put everybody else on hold. But when it comes down to the work in the church, we use the pandemic. You think that's going to bypass God? So as you think about, Lord, if you save my soul from hell, you do know hell is real, right? God, give me another chance. Give me another chance. I want to do better. And you know, the leper don't change his spot. So every head is bowed. I want to pray that you remember the words you said to God and how God kept you, how he brought you through, how you made a change in your life, and now look like everything else is more important to God than your word to God. Your commitment to the work of the kingdom of our God. People can teach and preach on the kingdom, and you can write notes and say amen and agree with them, but in your real work of you and your church, it's secondary. So God challenged me with David, because what David did, he looked at every situation and he said, God,